Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to be doing a smoky eye tutorial using the gold palette, Natasha Denona Gold Palette. Um, I'm just going to do one side of my face with the makeup and the other without, just so you can see the difference and how everything looks and yada yada, because I really haven't seen anybody do that. So strictly tutorial, step by step of doing the eye and then going into the full face just on one side. And I do need a shave, but I just want to get into it. So without further ado, let's get into it. And all right, so first things first, I'm gonna prime the lids using the Pro Filter primer shadow by Fenty Beauty. And blend it out. This has become one of my new favorite primers, eyeshadow primers, just because of the tackiness it has, which I like and need for my photo shoots. So this is a look I did on one of my shoots for one of my models. I just used two colors in the palette and it really popped her eye color out a lot more. So, and we are going to recreate the look. Granted, I have brown eyes and the shadow I use is brown, so hopefully it will have the same effect. I'm not a big fan of using brown eyeshadow for my eye color because it really doesn't make the color pop anymore. But yeah, so prep it and we'll go into the palette. Alright, so first things first, I'm actually going to go ahead and rim my eye with Dark Horse liner right on the waterline, and just a little bit in the corner of the eye. I would use black, but the black I use is waterproof and it's a pain in the ass to take off. So just rim the waterline and the eye, just to get that out of the way. So now we are going into the palette, and the first color I'm gonna go in with is, let me grab my brush. There we go. This guy right here, this Chewbacca brown. The Chewbacca brown, I like to call it. Actually, I don't even really know what color it is. So just pack it on. Pack, pack, pack. All the way down, all the way up to the crease is as far as I go. Now for smoky eyes, it's really going to be not perfect at first, because actually the brown I'm using is called Log. Log is the color I'm using, aka Chewbacca brown. And just go back in and just blend out the edges. And this is where the smoky effect's gonna come in. Just go back and forth, blending it out. Just blending out the edges. And then creating a little bit of a wing with this. There we go, always pulling it out. So my model that I did this on actually had hazel eyes, so it really popped out her eye color. Of course, I have poop brown eyes, so this isn't really going to do anything for my eye color. But the color I added on top of this is going to be bomb.com. Go back in and make sure that the color is still there on the lid. So this log is actually really a cool brown. cool tone brown, which I love. Perfect. And then for a really good classic smoky eye, going back in the day, is either 1 to 2 colors. That's all you need for a smoky eye. But a smoky eye is interpreted in many different ways these days. Perfect. There we go. Just keep blending it. Now, for the brow bone, I am gonna go in with, oh gosh, what was it? Sparks, which is that color right there. Using my fingers, putting this right on the brow bone. That's my dog. Perfect, just right on the brow bone. Give a little bit of that sparkle. Now for the lid, I am going in with Lime Crime, which is this guy right here. Boom. Again, finger. And then emphasize a lot of it in the inner corner and just blend whatever's left out. There we go. And then going back in and just blending it out with Log, aka Chewbacca Brown. It's going to increase a little bit darker. Just blend out. Perfect. There we go. Now going in with this side, just really creating that crease. Going back with the fluffy. There we go. Now, to clean up the eye and make it look a lot more better, going in with a makeup wipe and just really, this is where I create my wing. There. Alright, on to face. So disregard my bad hair day, but I'm going in with Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. And I'm obviously going to prime this side of my face. I am not going to put any on my nose just because of the fact that anytime I put primer on my nose, it really doesn't hold it, but everywhere else I'm going to put it. So, blend it out. Next, NYX color corrector under eye, dark circle color corrector for the under eye. And then this, just to really cancel out the darkness under my eye, because I really want to brighten up the eye area once I put on my foundation. So go and put that right under the eye area and blend it out. There we go. Alright, so next for concealer, I'm going in with Marc Jacobs. Woo! Remarkable Full Coverage and Golden. This I'm putting on before my foundation because it is extremely yellow based, which is really going to add that brightening effect under my foundation. And for foundation, I'm actually just using powder, so I still want it to show. And I'm using my fingertips because I really want it to blend out. Especially with it being full coverage, the warmth from my fingers is actually really helping the product to blend out a lot more. There we go. Perfect. Now next, foundation. Now for foundation, I'm going in with Tarte Amazonian Clay Powder Foundation. They're full coverage, which is really full coverage for me. And I am using the shade Medium Tan Sand. Perfect. So it definitely is a buildable. I wouldn't say to full coverage, but it is buildable to a medium coverage for a powder foundation. Not a big fan of this one, but I am forcing myself to use all the stuff I have before I keep my foundation strictly between Fenty, Urban Decay, and Becca. This is a beautiful, beautiful finish. Ow, got it right in my eye. So, just keep blending it, build it up to what you want. Main reason why I don't like this foundation is it tends to make my skin very itchy because of the SPF in there. So when it comes to foundations, I don't like to wear anything that has SPF. Perfect. Just build it up to what you want. Perfect. There we go. Whew. And then we're gonna finish the eye. Now, going back to the palette, going back in with that Chewbacca brown. And then we are just going to finish up under the under eye. Smoke it out. And then just blend it in to the top. There we go. Perfect. And then now I'm going back in with the fluffy. Lightly dab it. And just blend out more towards at the end to really bring in that wing a little bit more. Perfect. And then just keep going back and forth until you get your desired amount. And then I am going to go back in with Lime Crime. Wait, bring it out just a smidge more. Perfect. And I'm actually going to use a brush for Lime Crime this time, even though it really doesn't pick it up. Focus it in the inner corner. Perfect. Back with the Chewbacca brown, just to blend out the edge more. Perfect. So this brush is from Bare Minerals that I've had for a long time. And just blend it back out. Perfect. There we go. Smoky eye accomplished. And see how it just really starts to open up my eyes a lot more? Next, I'm going in with mascara. Man Eater by Tarte. This, I do like the wand because it helps with my itty bitty eyes. Or my itty bitty lashes. And the ball on the top of the applicator really helps to get a little bit more precise. And I just poked myself. Great. There we go. Now next, we'll go into brows. So for brows, I am going in with Buck eyeshadow from Urban Decay, just to make it look a little bit more natural. Excuse me. Like I said, with smoky eyes, I like to keep everything else looking more nude or natural because I want to put more focus on my eyes. That is always the main feature on me I like to bring out when I play with makeup. There. Boom. Bring the brows back in. Now, for highlights, I am going to go in with NARS Orgasm Highlighter. I always like to put the highlight down first. For highlight, I am going to highlight this whole area. And bring it up to my temple. There we go. Look at that. Oh, God, yes. Put a little bit on my brow bone, just so it all blends in. Ooh, that is just gorgeous. Look at that. Now for blush. I'm going in with Fenty Beauty's single lipstick. Putting it on my hand. Warm it up. And then actually, now for lips, I like to keep it natural because I want focus on my eyes. Going in with a blush brush, picking it up, and just dabbing it on. Look at that. Up into the temple. Smile, up all the cheeks. Just a smidge. Perfect. Now I'm going in with, actually let me go back in with this to really blend out the blush a little bit. See how natural that is? Now going in with, so I just wipe off my lipstick. NARS Orgasm. And just perfect. So the main reason why I really don't like to bring my blush right onto my temple, because if I do and I stop smiling, it's going to bring my face down. So I start from where my cheek bone starts and go back, because I want to do a little bit of a facelift. And then to really smooth out the area. There. Now with bronzer, I'm going to use it to contour a little bit, just to keep it very natural. There. Literally that is all for this look. So if you ever want to keep it very natural and subtle, down the bridge of the nose, just to give a nice contour and highlight. There. We are finished with this look. So, there you guys go. Without and with. Very subtle, very easy, very natural. Check out my links below to my makeup website, my professional page, and my website. So I hope you guys learned something. Play, 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 and never limit yourself when you play with makeup. Bye.